Greetings everyone and welcome to the first week of the GoRacing Sim League's 2025 Season 2. Billy and Skippy here to quickly go over the rules for this season. We have had several new members join us for the new season, so we will review all the rules and not focus only on the changes. Billy, can you go over the basics?
I sure can. You know me, I am a big fan of following the rules.
Well, I don't know about that. That might be a bit of a stretch.
All right, here are some of the basics. This is a fixed setup league, and we will be using the medium downforce endurance setup for every race. The track usage for every race starts at 25%. This means the track usage is at 25% as soon as the server opens and will increase as we practice, qualify, and race. Practice and qualifying are the same session. The track will open at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and that is the start of the 90-minute practice and qualifying session. Please do not hit the button to end qualifying. The admins do not have the ability to reverse that, and you will have to sit out the rest of the session, and you will not be able to rejoin until the race starts. Also, since the whole practice session is qualifying, the system gives you a black flag every time you enter the pits. Don't worry, that goes away when you reset your car.
Last season, the league added one fast repair to every race. This worked out well, and we will include the single fast repair this season. There is a 16 incident limit at every track, except for our official races that are 80 minutes in length. For those, the limit is increased to 18 incidents. If you hit the limit, the system will give you a black flag that requires you to drive through the pits to clear. Also note that you will continue to get an additional penalty after every 2 incident points past the limit.
Yep, the purpose of this is to keep people within the track limits and not to prevent hard racing.
Let's talk about the start of the race. We go on the green flag and not before. Additionally, you must stay in line until you pass the start-finish line. If your lane slows, you must slow too. Exceptions to this rule will be made if you are avoiding an incident. If you jump the green or attempt to pass before the start-finish line, you will be given an EOL the next race that you join.
Additionally, aggressive driving on the first lap will not be tolerated. If there is an incident involving 3 or more cars on the first lap and the admins determine that it was caused by aggressive driving, the driver that caused the accident will receive a penalty and be given an EOL for the next race.
One last racecraft-related topic. Unsafe track rejoins and failure to lock down a car when spinning can result in a penalty. This will be at admin discretion. One topic that was discussed in depth this week was drop races versus provisionals. After some lively discussions on the topic, the decision has been made to keep the 2 drops and not use provisionals. Keep in mind that this season is 22 races long, so that means we are dropping less races on average from last season. The first drop will not happen until the midpoint of the season or after race 11.
All right, now let's discuss a few things that are changing. First, let's discuss the weather. Unlike previous seasons, the weather will not be generated until the day of the race. The target is to generate the weather 1 hour before qualifying, but some races will be earlier due to admin time conflicts because the system could generate rain several times this season. There will be a maximum rain race limit of 3. After the 3rd rain race, the option for rain will be disabled when generating the weather, so this means we could see 0 rain races or as many as 3 this season.
Next, let's talk about the fuel level. Boy, this is such a divisive topic. After kicking around several ideas such as limiting it to 30% or 40% fuel versus leaving it at 60%, this season we will be running 50% fuel. This should not impact most of the races, but it does increase the chance for strategy to play a role in a handful of races this season.
Another slight change is related to manufacturers. This season, we are not putting a limit on the number of times a driver can switch manufacturers. This has not been simple to track, and many drivers never even switch manufacturers a single time, even when it was allowed. Okay, one last slight change. To encourage participation during this long 22 race season, we are adding a bonus for all drivers that compete in all 20 races. That's 22 races minus the 2 drops. If a driver competes in 20 races or more, they will receive 5 bonus points at the end of the season. Keep in mind that to get credit for a race, you must turn at least 1 lap if you join, but never turn a lap. The system will not give you any points. And in case you are wondering, the point system is staying the same. First place gets 43 points, and each position is 1 point difference, so second would get 42, third would get 41, and so on.
All right, that covers everything. Good luck to everyone this season.
Peace out, y'all.